In a thrilling Copa del Rey semifinal clash, Barcelona and Atlético Madrid played out an electrifying 4-4 draw, with both teams holding a two-goal lead at different stages of the match and seemingly on the verge of victory. Diego Simeone's Atlético managed to hold Hans Flick's Barcelona to a dramatic stalemate at the Estadi Olímpic Lluís Companys, showcasing the tactical brilliance of both managers. Flick deployed his side in a 4-2-3-1 formation, emphasizing attacking fluidity, while Simeone stuck to his tried-and-tested 4-4-2 setup, focusing on defensive solidity and quick transitions. Let's dive into the tactics that shaped this unforgettable encounter. When Barcelona had possession, they meticulously built up from the back, taking advantage of Atlético Madrid's decision not to press high in their own half for the majority of the first half. This allowed Barça's center-backs, Pau Cubarsí and Íñigo Martínez, to carry the ball forward into Atlético's half with relative freedom, acting as additional playmakers in the build-up phase. The two fullbacks, Alejandro Balde and Jules Koundé, pushed high up the pitch, effectively operating as wide midfielders, stretching the play and creating width. This movement was complemented by Frenkie de Jong, who remained as the lone defensive midfielder, anchoring the center and recycling possession, while Pedri drifted into the right half space, linking play between the midfield and the attack. On the wings, Rafinha stayed wide to maintain the team's shape and provide crossing options, while Dani Olmo positioned himself in the central channel, acting as a creative hub. Meanwhile, Lamine Yamal showcased his versatility by drifting inward from the left wing into the left half space, creating overloads and opening up space for Koundé to make overlapping runs. Ferran Torres, positioned as the central striker, led the line and provided a focal point for the attack. In possession, Barcelona's shape fluidly transitioned into a 2-3-4-1 formation inside Atlético's half, with the two center-backs holding their positions, the full-backs and De Jong forming a midfield trio, and the four advanced players, Pedri, Olmo, Yamal, and Rafinha, supporting Torres in the final third. The approach was clear. Stretch Atlético's compact defensive block horizontally and vertically to create openings for runners in the half spaces. By overloading one side of the pitch and quickly switching play, they aimed to exploit the spaces left by Atlético's shifting defensive structure. However, Diego Simeone's men were well prepared defensively, often dropping into a low block 5-3-2 or 4-4-2 formation to deny Barca space in central areas. Their defensive discipline and compact shape forced Barcelona to rely on intricate passing combinations and quick transitions to break through. As the game progressed and Atlético fell behind, Simeone adjusted his tactics, instructing his team to press more aggressively. They shifted to a high-tempo, man-oriented press, aiming to disrupt Barcelona's build-up play. When Pau Cubarsí received the ball, Julian Alvarez would immediately close him down, while Antoine Griezmann cut off passing lanes to Íñigo Martínez. On the flanks, Giuliano Simeone pressed Balde, and Conor Gallagher applied pressure on Koundé. In midfield, Rodrigo de Paul and Pablo Barrios worked tirelessly to block passing lanes into De Jong and Pedri, aiming to isolate Barcelona's key playmakers. This aggressive press yielded mixed results. At times, Barcelona struggled to progress the ball, with Atlético's intensity forcing turnovers in dangerous areas. However, Barca's technical quality and positional awareness often allowed them to bypass the press. De Jong, in particular, played a crucial role in dropping deep to receive the ball and help progress play through the thirds. His ability to evade pressure and distribute the ball effectively enabled Barcelona to launch quick switches of play, exploiting the spaces left by Atlético's pressing structure. Once Barcelona successfully escaped Atlético Madrid's aggressive press, they transitioned into attack with pace, precision, and purpose, leveraging the technical quality and dynamism of their wingers. The wide players, particularly Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, were instrumental in driving inward with the ball, either to take on defenders and create shooting opportunities, or to draw defenders out of position and open space for overlapping runs. This tactical approach was designed to disrupt Atlético's defensive structure and create numerical superiority in key areas of the pitch. When the wingers drove inward, they often attracted the attention of Atletico's midfielders and fullbacks, creating opportunities for overlapping runs from the advancing fullbacks or for underlapping movements from the central midfielders. For example, if Yamal cut inside from the left, he would draw the opposition's right back or right midfielder toward him, leaving space for Jules Koundé to surge forward on the overlap. Similarly, Rafinha's movements on the right could pull defenders out of position, allowing Alejandro Balde to exploit the vacated space. These well-timed runs were often met with incisive through balls or quick 1-2s, enabling Barcelona to penetrate Atletico's defensive lines. A prime example of this tactical pattern was evident in Pedri's goal. When Yamal received the ball from Koundé, he immediately attracted the press from Conor Gallagher, who stepped up to engage him. This movement created a gap in Atletico's defensive shape, allowing Koundé to make a late overlapping run into the space behind Gallagher. Although Javi Galán attempted to track Koundé's run, the French fullback's speed and timing were too much to handle. Koundé delivered a perfectly weighted cutback pass into the box, where Pedri had intelligently positioned himself in the half space to finish the move with precision. This sequence highlighted Barcelona's ability to exploit defensive vulnerabilities through quick combinations, intelligent movement, and spatial awareness. Hansi Flick's utilization of his wingers was a key feature of Barcelona's attacking strategy. Yamal and Rafinha were constantly involved in the heart of the attack, using their dribbling ability, close control, and vision to pull Atletico's defense apart. Their movements were not only designed to create chances directly, but also to stretch the opposition's defensive block, opening up passing lanes for teammates like Dani Olmo and Pedri to exploit in the central channels. This positional rotation and interplay between the wingers and midfielders kept Atletico's defenders guessing and disrupted their ability to maintain a compact shape. Atletico Madrid's primary form of attack was their lethal counter-attacking play, which exploited Barcelona's high defensive line. Simeone's side capitalized on the spaces left behind Barca's advanced positioning, using the pace and movement of their two strikers, Julián Álvarez and Antoine Griezmann, to launch quick transitions. Once the ball was won in midfield or defensive areas, it was immediately played forward with verticality and precision, targeting the runs of the forwards who consistently looked to stretch Barcelona's backline and create one-on-one situations. A prime example of this counter-attacking strategy was evident in Atletico's fourth goal. The sequence began with José Giménez winning possession and delivering a well-weighted long ball over the top of Barcelona's high line. The pass was perfectly timed for Simeone, who made a deceptive diagonal run behind the defense. Barcelona's high line was exposed, and Jules Koundé, who was tasked with tracking Lino, unfortunately slipped at the critical moment, leaving the Atletico winger with acres of space to drive into. Lino showed great composure as he carried the ball forward, bypassing the recovering defenders, before delivering a low, driven cross across the face of the goal. The ball found Alexander Sørloth, who had made a late, well-timed run into the box, and the Norwegian striker tapped it into the net to complete the comeback and ensure the match ended in a dramatic 4-4 draw. This goal encapsulated Atletico's counter-attacking philosophy under Diego Simeone: quick transitions, direct passing, and clinical finishing. By exploiting the spaces left by Barcelona's high defensive line, Atletico's attackers were able to isolate defenders and create high-quality scoring opportunities. The combination of Giménez's long ball accuracy, Lino's intelligent movement, and Sørloth's predatory instincts highlighted the effectiveness of their approach. Simeone's tactics were built on defensive solidity and rapid transitions, with the team absorbing pressure before springing forward with purpose. The two strikers, Álvarez and Griezmann, played a crucial role in this system, using their movement off the ball to drag defenders out of position and create space for supporting runners like Lino and Sørloth. This direct and vertical style of play was a perfect counter to Barcelona's possession-based approach, as it punished their high defensive line and lack of recovery speed in transition.